Well, hello there, this is Mad Dog Wolfus coming from a brand new creative world. I only do this. This, ladies and gents, has been a major update last night to the development build. I haven't seen anything to do with the stable build, and all mods, unless they're updated, are absolutely nerfed. This is the first time I've actually been able to load into a world. I had to create a brand new one, and I'm now going to showcase all of my ships that you've seen before. Oh boy. That's never a good sign. I knew I forgot to do something. I hope everything's set to me. Turrets. I can't even see. There's always something I forget to do. Now, why are you guys pointing down? Hang with me, folks. Slight technical hitch. Oh. I will be switching on to momentarily. Slight technical hitch with my ships. That's done. Oh boy, that's going to get blatted in it. Do not shoot, please. Right. Just checking something else. Right, as I was saying before, the meteor storm came inbound. Yeah, wow. Oh boy, that's really slow down. Why, that's just suddenly decided it's going to start slowing down. Right, okay, let's just try and sort something out here before I actually show you what new updates there are. Bear with me. As you can see, I'm having to do a slight bit of repairing now. Leave that there, let's let that Did they get hit? And did that get hit? No, that did not get hit. It's fine, it's fine. Whew. Right. Oh man. Why is it every time I try and put this thing in here, it never goes to plan? one time I actually needed meteor storms last time out on this build, it basically decided it was going to tell me to spade off. Right, I'm going to have to set a turret setup. Groups, turrets, turn them off for now. Believe me, you did not want to see that. That was very, very painful. Damn. Where are you? Right. Take two, shall we? Right. Let's switch over in a minute. As I was saying before, the meteor storm rudely ended, and everything just went to basic pot. Been a brilliant update last night to the development build. Basically, they have updated all the blocks. All the blocks look completely different, been remodeled, retextured. A whole load of stuff has happened. They've been showing them off for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I've been wanting to showcase these updates for a long time. I've been waiting quite patiently, a lot more patiently than I actually thought I would. Every week I've been watching the update stream, and they've been doing performance issues, bug fixes and stuff like that. I've had problems getting onto my previous creative world due to the mods most probably nerfing some stuff up. They need to be updated. Hopefully they do. All the mod authors out there, hopefully they are doing their bestest and keep the work up, people, because your mods are brilliant. I hope you upgrade them to the new PBR texture sets that they've put onto these models and everything. I mean, everything looks gorgeous from what I've just seen. Without fair amount of ado, let's turn around and show you some of these blocks from where I've started off again. Oh, mind that, that's where my turrets just decided to take out half my bleeding station. Let's just hope those asteroids do not come back. Because if they do, because I know meteor storms are set on this thing, it's not good. Right, this is basically the easy start platform that you get, lone survivor version. And currently, not looking too bad. I'm so loving the control seats though. No, apparently you can't actually change the view on that control seat for some reason. That's odd. The control seat's looking nice. The catwalks now are looking nice. They just looked like a flat piece of metal before. LG302 on the landing gear. I mean, that's intriguing. I mean, they actually look like, if they put any animations in, which I hope they do at some point, that when you land they actually flex and bend. That'd be even better if they could make a fold away one. Have that as a bog standard one, then you have an upgraded version where it actually folds away into the ship, and then you have a little hatch or something that could close behind it. I've been loving that idea for a long time. Deployable landing gears, that'd be awesome. And the grav generator, that's completely redesigned. Last time I saw that shape, it was in the old film The Black Hole, and there was those little droids that used to fly around on board the main spaceship, on the little exploration ship before it turned up at the black hole. That was cool. They were cool little robots, and that's what that kind of reminds me of. Right, onto my vehicles. And one thing I'd best do before I do anything on this vehicle, because it got taken out last time. Right, this was my little scout that I built up before the major update. And as you can see, the tyres now have a really nice tread to them. Scratches here and there like you've gotten it wrong and just nerfed the damn thing up. Containers are looking nice. I mean, my favourite things currently, the miniguns. They look awesome, and I think the handbrake's off. Handbrake's off. Hey! Don't want that falling off the edge. All the armour blocks actually all fit together as you're going along. You can see that you can hardly see the joins on this build. They just look like they just go one into the other. I don't know why, but it looks like the bits just here that connect onto the wheels, the suspension, is changed slightly. I'll have to sort that out in the UI once I get sorted up on that. But currently, this little vehicle is looking pretty good. And as you can see, they've redesigned the artificial mass block which you need for vehicles in space. Because if you don't, this thing will bloody lift off the floor. But that's my little ZU, as I called it. My little light scout vehicle, which I'm hoping to bring onto planets at some point and test it out and see how good it is. Now we go over to my single fighter that I built on the live stream build with Zockley. On that build off we did. That was fun. Alright, we actually get the chance to see the small beacon here because we've got the antenna now. That looks beautiful. Before it just sat there and just faced forward. Now it's actually got an angle to it. If only we could. If I ever built this one again, I'd have to switch that around so it actually points downwards. Although having it pointed upwards looks pretty good. Remote control block, that's all brand new. The thrusters, they look pretty good. They do stand out quite squarely though. I may have to recess them back. Before they never used to sit out that far. But still, all in all, looks pretty good with the old miniguns. They used to be quite a lot larger than miniguns, so I was accounting for the size of the miniguns, but now they kind of have their little housing there, so they're safe. The thrusters look pretty good there actually. Let's go into spectator. Let's just have a quick look inside the ship. Hopefully I will not get attacked. The inside of the cockpit looks a heck of a lot better now. Everything looks pretty nice. So you sat there basically, and you look either side, up and down. I'm kind of liking it. Actually, ever since I've seen all the new blocks and everything, every week in, week out, all the new blocks have looked pretty nice. Let's have a look inside. Small reactors. The conveyors have had an update. I mean, look at that. Look at the emissive glows on that. The yellow saying they're on, and they actually work. They look a hell of a lot better with all these new PBR textures. The gyroscope in this black colour, you can actually see the scratches. And I've always wondered whether these things could ever move, which would be a really nice thing. These were just basically built up as a fighter scheme. Fighters for a dogfighting system. This would be the Mark 1 version, that's the Mark 2. But as you can see, they're looking pretty hot. The new textures and the new models for everything. And you can only get these new blocks in development build from what I've seen. Alright, let's go over to the Dog 1. The original dog that I built a little while back. You've never fully seen it, but here she is. This thing was my first ever proper vanilla ship I built in a vanilla way because I wanted to show a few of my friends how to actually build ships. She's very, very manoeuvrable, very, very quick. And that's the power pack. I went with 2 large ion thrusters with 6 smaller ones in the middle. Very, very nice. I mean, the landing gears on the small ship, they actually look really, really good. There was a mod out there that changed the landing gears a little while back, and these look so similar. But these are really, really nice blocks now currently. I'm hoping it's going to tell me if I get a meteor storm inbound. For some reason I'm missing a ion thruster underneath there. I will have to update the model for this one. This one's actually fully ready for planetary landings. If I can go in here. Oops, hello. But it's not ready for planetary atmosphere, it's oxygen ready, I should say. if I come up here, you got the oxygen storage tank just there. That looks gorgeous. There's my little light recess there. I did originally have twin rocket pods, one of the mods in there, but I had to redesign it very slightly. The light is now in there, so if ever I get a chance to, it will be going. They'll be going back in there, so that actually sit nice. This ship was going to be my gunship, as you well remember. And look at this. This was my outer wing pods. And they look really, really cool, don't they? Well, I think they do anyway. All the thrusters now sit slightly different when you're on angles, but when they're sat like that, they seem to sit nicely, but when they're sat forward, if you don't have a recess point around it, it sort of sticks out a bit. But I still like the way I built this. I thought it was quite nice. And then you got the raised point just there. That was very difficult to create, actually. Trying to build this ship was a bit of a nightmare. But if I go down here, that's looking pretty good. And for some reason that's got no bars on it, unless I've forgotten to connect that in. I don't know whether I have or have not. I may have to double check that one. Here we go underneath. She's an angled little ship, and I thought she looked pretty good to build on that. And here's my other small fighter that you've seen in my other build, seeing as it's now got dark because the sun rotation is on. My base. Now, the spotlight in the front there, it looks alright. But if you set it anywhere else, it looks kind of out of place. As you can see with the forward thrusters, you have to have the angles a little bit further forward to actually compensate for the iron thrusters coming out. Not complaining, I'm just saying that's a weirdness that could be fixed. That's up to them. I think they looks nice, whichever way we put it. Thought I put a couple of rocket pods on there, but these miniguns, they're looking really, really nice, especially in the black colour. And then round the back end, this thing. Oh, we haven't seen the connector yet. I'm going to turn that off. As you can see, the connector actually looks pretty cool with all the newer missives. Right, let's jump back to my character. Let's go for a quick flight around my Corvette now. This thing took me ages to build, and it did look, I will admit, it did actually look a little bit bland when I first built it. Now, currently, let's turn the turrets back on just in case I get another bloody meteor storm. Right, they're on. Hopefully I won't get another meteor storm. They've changed highlights to that. I mean, they are still there, but they're not as humongo as they used to be before. I kind of like those doors actually. I think they look really, really nice. So, if I fly out here, the thrusters actually, they look a lot better. But as I said before, on the small ships I had them a little bit far forward. But if you see, they're recessed there and they look a hell of a lot better. Now this one was a flat thruster for going up and down. In that point, you see the external point of that. I would have to put some extra ribbon around here to try and make it look a little bit better. But hey, I think it looks alright. Yeah, these are the new minigun turrets. Now I think they look beautiful. Hell, all these blocks to me look beautiful. I've said it quite a few times with this updates that I've been seeing on all the streams and everything. All the models and all the PBR texturing are beautiful. I mean, Keen Software House have done a hell of a job. There you see, I've ribbed it around there, but I didn't rib it around the other side. And if you see, if I go down here, having them recessed a bit and having an angle going up towards them actually makes them look really, really nice. Whereas before, just having them stuck out there, you have it goes angled, square, and then you got the exhaust nozzle for the thruster, which I think looks pretty cool. I didn't actually know what this was going to look like when the new models were going to come out. These missile pods, they look really cool now. Looks proper now. Access ports for them on the rear, with the slightest of hint of glow. Now we get a better view of the conveyors now. They look pretty good. Now it looks like the conveyors actually sit flush right in the middle of the wall now, which is damn well good. Ah, look at these. If I turn my light off, that is awesome. Turn my light back on. Now that, I really do like that door. It looks like an actual gangway hatch. That looks really, really cool. I do like that. And if I remember reading right somewhere, you can actually either, if you clicked on that, it open and close it, which as it does. Some of these models, apparently, from what I've heard, you can actually go into the options. Ah, there it is. Right mouse, and it actually goes into the options. Left mouse, and it does the action. Yeah, left mouse on the cargo containers, which, by the way, look beautiful, as you can see. Look at those things. I mean, they look similar to the old block, but have got new ribbon and hand restraints. So if you were ever, I don't know, a little walkway or something, and you needed to clamber up onto the top of there, you could easily do it. Oxygen tanks don't look too much different. They look pretty similar, actually. I mean, the gyros large ship version, they look pretty awesome. I like them. Oxygen generator, I think that is. Here we go into the engine room. Holy crud balls. How about that, people? And that looks a hell of a lot better in here. Yes, it still looks a bit bland from my kind of perspective. This was an early build, if you remember. I don't know why that's purple for, though. I might have just found a texture bug. I don't know whether that's meant to be purple or not, even though this is a grey ship. Okay, there's something odd going on there. I don't know what that is. I don't think that's meant to be that colour. I may have to get in touch with Zockley or King Software House just to tell them there's a slight bug there, unless they know about it. I don't know. But currently, everything looks pretty good. Let's run back through the door into the hangar bay. To be fair and honest with you, let's have a look at the armament up the top here. I think that is going to be a wrap for this video. This showcase of my old ships brought anew with the new pack. Well, not new pack, but this major update. Apparently they've updated not just the textures, the models, scripting. I think they've updated everything on that. That is a completely different change. But yeah, all in all, looking like a brilliant update. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm hoping everybody out there that has been trying out the new update is loving it too. And that, as I say, is that. I will see you out there. Have fun. Don't die.